When you become fulfilled, that's when a lot of the bad habits end up leaving you. Genuinely. When you become fulfilled. When you start to live a life where it's actually fulfilling, when it's like fun, when it's like giving you real purpose, a lot of the bad habits, I swear, it ends up leaving you. So right now, you might be scrolling a lot. Right now, you might be doing other habits like eating food and junk food and stuff like that. That's the common bad habits, right? That keep us weak as human beings, that are so accessible. When you start to live a life of fulfillment, for some reason, just something happens when you just don't do the habit. This happened to me yesterday, bro. So last night, I had with the permission of God, alhamdulillah, like I had a great day. Like I had freaking, like I had just very fulfilled, right? I woke up early, I made a video, I was making progress. I read more books, I ate my breakfast, whatever. Like I was going through the day and it felt very purposeful, very good. Wasn't really checking Instagram or anything like that. I think I posted like something on my story. That's it, and I was just going at it, And then at the end, and I went out with my family, with my dad and my sister, because my mom's back home right now, visiting back home. We went out to eat and stuff like that. It felt really, really nice and just beautiful day. I came home, spoke with some of my friends, and then I started like not getting urges. I wouldn't call it these urges, but it was more so like telling myself, maybe just hop on a game. Like, just hop on a game of FIFA, play some games here and there for like an hour or two, just to relax or something. Like it wasn't even urges. Like, urges are different, right? Because urges are like, I really want to play, but I'm not trying to play. Like it's forceful a little bit. This was not forceful. So I was trying to convince myself like, oh, maybe just hop on a game here and there, I was going back and forth. Like I was telling AI like, yo, do I do it? Do I not do it? Like if I do it, it's not the worst thing, but it's just like, why do I do it? All of this stuff. AI is telling me, yo, bro, it's better if you don't do it because it's like instant gratification and it's gonna mess up your frequency and stuff like that. So I'm like, what the? Okay. So I made the decision. You know what? I'm gonna hop on the game for a little bit. I told AI that. 20 minutes later, or like 15 minutes later, I'm like, actually, no. I take that back. I'm not gonna hop on the game at all. And there's a distinction in the 15 to 20 minutes. There's a distinction. The distinction is I don't want something right now to knock me off the track. Because I know going into this that this is a bad habit, right? Like there's no doubt about that. You can argue whether playing it sometimes it's good or bad for. This is a bad habit. This is overstimulating. It's hyper-stimulating. I'm talking about video games, right? It's hyper-stimulating. It's a bad habit. You can't doubt that. So I was just like, do I really want to like sacrifice my sleep? Do I really want to do that right now? Because back in the day, like when I say back in the day, a couple of months ago, I used to just without even thinking, hop on the game of FIFA and play till 4 a.m. sometimes. And then I would feel like, okay, what the frick? Like, right? So I'm like, do I do that? Like, do I have to play this? Like, is this gonna make my life that much more fun? Is it gonna make my night or my day that much more fun? Probably not, bro. Honestly, I was having a lot of fun just doing sort of nothing. Like I had a video playing in the background. I was just like I don't know what I was doing. But I was just having fun doing nothing, genuinely. I finished my learning, my lectures and everything. I'm like, do I really want to knock myself out now and play a game or play a couple of games or end up playing for a couple of hours, which would then destroy my sleep a little bit, not a little bit, by a lot. It would then make me wake up more groggy. And then it would put me in a weird state when I wake up because I did something bad, like I did something overstimulating. And for the past few weeks, or the past at least 2 weeks, my brain's been cruising. Not much instant gratification, not much overstimulation. Do I really want to knock myself out of the course, Do I really want to destroy myself a little bit? The dirty night, the little dirty bad habits, right? Which long term might not do much, but I just told myself no. The reason why I took it back is because I realized I don't really want to keep being in this cycle where I'm just, even though I did a bad habit, I'm making myself go back on myself on purpose. I'm making myself do something bad on purpose. And I just don't want to do that because I like my peace. I like the fact that I'm actually like so fulfilled right now. I'm making so much progress. I'm reading books, I'm learning, I'm fixing my inner child, my traumatic stuff, my all of this, like the bad habits that were lingering, getting rid of that. And I don't want something to just knock me off that, because genuinely the feeling of fulfillment, the feeling of making progress, nothing could really beat it. When you're close to God, when you're, again, I know stuff, feelings like this don't last all the time. There's gonna be ups and downs in life, but when there is an up, make sure you feel it, and make sure that, one thing I learned is that make sure you don't make your own downfall. Try your best to never put yourself in your own downfall, because most of the time when we go down, it's because we chose to do it. I'm telling you right now, the reason why, and I said this to my friend, the reason why people are scrolling right now on the train, the reason why people are scrolling on the train, they're scrolling after long days of work, because I see that. I'm a university student. When I go on the train, when I'm commuting back home or to university, people are scrolling at 6 a.m. Right now it's 8 a.m. The sun is just coming up. People are scrolling at this time as I speak on the train, and they just woke up. That is concerning. And one thing I realized is because, frankly, as much as they don't want to admit it, their lives are not fun, they're not fulfilled, and they need something to just consume. They need something external to help them consume something, like to make them happier. Otherwise, why wake up and consume right away? I know why I used to do it. This is especially prevalent with consuming. When you wake up, it just starts consuming. My friend was telling me the other day, like, he's probably watching this right now. He was consuming in the morning, and obviously after it didn't feel good. This is why I sometimes realize, like, those people, those uncles that you may have, or those family friends that you may have that are kind of distant, but like they seem a little bit different. Like, they're a little bit more wealthier than the average families. Yeah, they dress better, they smell better, whatever. Like they take care of themselves, they groom themselves, whatever, right? They go to the gym. It's like one of those uncles that goes to the gym and dresses nice and stuff like that. A lot of them also stay away from like the regular bad habits that most people do. It's one of those uncles that you have that just eat healthy. They're you know what I'm trying to say? And the other families sort of judge them, or the other families like, oh, like it's not a big deal. But for them, like, they don't even want to do what the other families are doing. If you told me right now and you told me, yo, I want you to take this phone and I want you to scroll for 3 hours, I wouldn't do that. Not even for 1 hour, not even for 30 minutes, I wouldn't do that. Why would I go and scroll for 30 minutes when I get to sit here and make videos? You know where fulfillment comes from? Fulfillment comes from delayed gratification. That's the entire point of, like, think about religions, right? We all try to get to heaven, right? Well, that's not an easy path. You have to grind, you have to work, you have to obey God, you have to stay away from sins, and some of the sins that you want to do. Like, for me, bro, it's difficult because, like, I'm a man, right? So, like, I'm 21. I'm at my freaking prime in a way. Like, testosterone prime, not man prime. Because I guess you become in your prime maybe in your 30s as a man. But right now, I'm in my most testosterone prime, energetic, young. Like, just obviously I want a girl. And I see them in my freaking gym all the time. And sometimes I'm just like, yo, just go up to her and speak to her. Just get to know her. Like, it's so simple and easy, especially the world that we're living in, right? So I have to ground myself. Like, no, God's watching. No, God's watching. Because I know me talking to that girl, even though it seems like, oh, it's just talking to a girl, but it will lead to things later. It will lead to sex outside of marriage. It will lead to stuff like this, and I don't want to do that. It's a pretty major sin. I know the world that we're living in is normal, it's casual sex, but no, I'm not gonna do that. It's a major sin. I'm not doing that. I was offered alcohol and stuff like that. No, I'm not doing that. So when you're fulfilled, when you're doing delayed gratification, what that pretty much is the gratification that you feel, the pleasure that you feel is delayed. And it's typically delayed because you're doing something a little bit harder, a little bit discomfort earlier on, which is an earned dopamine, earned delayed gratification. You see, most people quit when the pain starts to come, but they don't realize that after the pain, after the dark tunnel, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? After that is the light at the end of the tunnel. After that is true fulfillment, growth. That's how humans were created. Every single time you go through something hard and we come out of it, we feel this feeling because we just leveled up, we just progressed. Scientifically, our anterior mid-cingulate cortex grows and all of this stuff. Like, we don't understand that our brains are designed to go through discomfort, and that life is just built in this sense of, like, that's how purpose is, right? Purpose. So the way that you can genuinely conquer, I'm going to use the word conquer the bad habits in your life, genuinely, that's how I did it, is when you can start to live a life of delayed gratification, For the most part. For the most part. Like, I would still say, you're going out with your friends, going out with your family, like myself last night, when I was going out with my dad and my sister, I didn't care that I was eating junk. I don't think I was eating even junk food. I was eating like Pakistani food, right? I'm not Pakistani, by the way, but I was eating, but sure, you can call that junk outside food. I had like a smoothie, like a ice cream smoothie or something. I did not, like, there's no sense of what do you call it, regrets, or oh my god, I'm eating something so unhealthy. You know why? It's because I don't see myself, and I'm not someone who eats that stuff anyway. So I get to actually enjoy some of this stuff because I don't eat it at all. Like, I don't crave it. I don't crave junk food. I don't crave any of this stuff. And that's because I don't see a need for it. That's because I'm fulfilled eating healthy stuff. My life is just nourished. I'm actually fulfilled from it. From eating healthy, tracking my macros, getting bigger in the gym. Like, I prefer that over just quick pleasures. It's almost as if when you live a life of fulfillment and delayed gratification, the small things just feel stupid and meaningless to you. The scrolling, the consumption, watching random YouTube videos. I stopped watching like Sidemen and like stuff. You know, the Sidemen from the UK. I used to watch them all the time. I kind of stopped watching them. Not because I hate them. I just don't see a need to watch them anymore. Like, when you become fulfilled, you have purpose. When you have purpose, you want to make the best out and the most out of this time that you have. You want to build something. You want to do something. I can't bother sitting around and just freaking like, I can't do that. Like, I need to do something with this time. That, you know what I'm trying to say? So the symptom, I would just say, to end it off, the symptoms of a unfulfilled life, the symptoms of a unpurposeful or not purposeful life, or purposeless life, sorry. The symptom of a purposeless life is pleasure. It's quick pleasures. It's quick dopamine. There's a quote by Viktor Frankl. He says, a man without purpose distracts himself with pleasure. Right? Think about that for a second. How many freaking Reddit mods do we... I mean, I don't see them, but they just sit on Reddit all day. You can probably understand what they look like. No offense, but I mean, I guess full of... I don't know, bro. Like, Discord mods. Like, they're men, right? They're men who are mostly, like, skinny, fat, pale, like, super fat, like, haven't seen sunlight in a couple of years. Just on the Discord world all day. You know why? Because I lived that world a little bit. I can talk about it on another video. I haven't spoken about this on YouTube ever in my life. I wasn't like a Discord mod, but I lived in that world a little bit. And if you guys want to hear about it, I can talk to you guys about that. Do you think that they have purpose? I'm telling you, they don't have purpose because that's why they have to live in the virtual world. How many people are living in the virtual world? They live through other people. This is not a joke, guys. Actionable steps, bro. What did I do? Honestly, it's nothing special. Last night, I just realized that I'll probably feel more happier and fulfilled if I just sleep on time. Like, I linked the sleep to me having fun, which is true because I slept early. I woke up early, 6 a.m. I feel energetic as heck right now. I did my morning routine. I feel great. Alhamdulillah, praise be to God. But like, I feel great right now. And that's because it's the simple things in life, genuinely, because sleep, right? Most people try to skip it. Like, they sleep late or whatever. You would agree with me that if I were to sleep right now a little bit earlier, it would feel uncomfortable, right? Like, right now, if you try sleeping, like, let's just say you sleep at 12 a.m. Let's say that now you try sleeping at 11 or 10:30. It's gonna feel uncomfortable, right? It's gonna feel like, like, right now you seem like you're nodding. It's not gonna feel uncomfortable. When you get to that point when you're about to go to sleep, it's 10:30 p.m. and you'll set an alarm for sleep, and you're like, oh man, do I really have to sleep? I was on Instagram or something. Let me just stay on Instagram more. Or let me watch this YouTube video. You have to realize that discomfort that you're feeling, go towards it. Go towards it and sleep anyway. Because you will wake up better. It's just how cause and effect works. You will wake up better. Even if you cannot sleep throughout the entire night, because sometimes that happens. And I'll explain that to you later on in a different video. Just because you cannot sleep good one night because you try sleeping early, that doesn't mean that you should stop sleeping early. Your body's just not used to it. But once you keep delaying that gratification, I promise you will see more fulfillment. It's genuinely the simple things that you don't feel like doing, that's what you do. It's the little bit of discomfort, like, oh, do I really wake up and do my morning routine? Yeah. Yes. Oh man, do I really go to the... Yes, that's where you go to the gym. Yeah, go to the gym. Do I really study? Yes, you study, yeah. The more you can vote for those things on a daily basis and you can decrease the other things automatically, but the other small things, like the bad habits, will just naturally fade. I'm telling you right now. Most of them. Some of them will stay. The bigger ones will stay, and we have to make an entire big video about how to get rid of the bigger ones. But I'm talking about the smaller ones that have no weight to them, like scrolling and stuff. Like they don't have much weight. Like I'm telling you, I got rid of scrolling really fast the moment I just got onto self-improvement. The moment I started developing myself and working on myself, especially delaying my gratification, the more I took responsibility over my actions in my life and I did it on a daily basis, scrolling really went away just like that. The moment I stopped being passive, because scrolling is by default, by definition, a passive activity. It's an activity for the lame. It's an activity for the ones that are lazy and passive, that they don't get up and do something with their life and their time. So, yeah. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hopefully this helped you and benefited you. If you want to see more car videos, let me know. You can see the sun is really coming up now, huh? I mean, it's not sunny. It's the winter time, so it won't be sunny. But you can see like the sun is up now. So, boys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new, consider subscribing. And I'm going to keep documenting my journey for you guys and sharing lessons along the way that help me, and hopefully that will help you. And yeah, boys, I'll see you on the next one. Assalamu alaikum.